Well, the Bay Area might be slowly flattening the curve, but we're far from getting back to normal life for sure. KPIX5's Wilson Walker on what needs to happen before restrictions can be lifted. Wilson?
Yeah, Ken, last night we were talking about how we have successfully flattened the curve. That saves us a lot of pain on the front end, but it pushes things out a little bit. And I'm sure a lot of you are asking the same question. If the end of the curve is in May, does that mean we kind of start moving back to normal? Well, best case scenario might be a little bit.
So we're working really hard right now trying to think about what would the signals be, what do we need to have in place in order to relax a little bit. That planning, it's not just underway here in our county. This is what's happening really across the world.
They are planning, but no answers yet. Even a flattened curve leaves us with the same problem we faced on day one.
Most of the people living in our community are still susceptible.
We're treading water until vaccine comes, right? How do we replace shelter in place until vaccine comes? 10 months, 11 months, something like that.
UCSF's George Rutherford says while we are doing well, we are stuck. If we stop social distancing, the virus could come roaring back, especially in the fall. And as for herd immunity, that would require more than 70% of the population to have been infected.
With the attendant mortality rates that would bring, there's nothing that's going to protect the elderly if we try and get 70% of the population infected. That's just not going to work.
Perpetual lockdown won't work either, so look for the summer to bring something in between. No ball games or concerts, but maybe a return to business on a smaller scale with ongoing precautions.
Wearing masks in public, maybe people who are older would be encouraged to stay home. Remember the governor's proclamation of mid-March. Take some seats out of the bars, take every other stool out of the bar, that kind of stuff.
Pick your sporting analogy. The challenge remains a long-term one.
So think of this as 3 football games. Okay, it's like the playoffs. So this is the first playoff game.
But I think that in general, this incident is a marathon, maybe even an ultra marathon. It's going to be a while.
Okay, back to the 3 football game playoff analogy. The upside is that he says we are well ahead in the third quarter of the first football game. So barring some unfortunate turnovers, we're going to do well in the first game, but 2 more games left to play. So, patience may be still the key word. Live in San Francisco, Wilson Walker, KPIX5.